who we're talking about today, right? In Nipsey Hussle. Someone whose narrative was very highlighted after his death, you know, and I tell people all the time, in the AUC, there's a lot of people from California, right? So between Clark, Morehouse, and Spelman, there's a lot of people from California. And being from North Carolina, I know me personally, I didn't listen to Nip like that before he passed, right? I wasn't really hip on much of his movement. I knew he had the clothing line. I knew he was dating Lauren London. I knew that he was doing a lot of cool stuff in his community, but I didn't tap into his music. I didn't really tap into his lifetime. And so after he passed, when we look at another person we could probably look at is Kobe, right? And all this to say, we're looking right now, we want to talk kind of about narratives and what it looks like to actually provide somewhat of closure, somewhat of an ending to a narrative, and what it looks like for us actually not being the owners of what that narrative looks like, right? So just to kind of start up the conversation, I sent you guys 2 videos. I hope you guys watched them. And the first video I really wanted to break down was the interview he had where he was sitting talking about being self-made. But I wanted to get some of y'all's like introductory like opinions about his self-made interview, the interview he made when he was talking to the guy drinking wine, talking about kind of his come up, his career, and his mentality. Can somebody kind of start that conversation off with their original opinions about that video?
Something I admired about when I watched the video was, well, it really stood out to me how he did talk about a lot about how, you know, he kept grinding his self-determination, but he also like gave that respect out to those that still helped him along the way. Like when he was talking about when he got put on the feature with Tupac, when he really didn't have the credibility yet within his work to be doing that, but somebody was like, you know, I still believe in you, we gonna make it. I really appreciated that, because a lot of people, like, once they get to a certain point, like when there's something they do, they like, you know, yeah, I did this. It's like something I did it by myself sometimes. That's what a lot of people can be like, but he was like, nah, like it won't just me. Somebody else helped me along the way. Somebody took that chance on me. So, you know, that's a real thing. So I did appreciate that about what he had said.
I want to kind of transition into the next video. So the very next video is a completely different image of Nip, right? Can somebody describe what that video was of Nip when he was when he had that confrontation?
I feel like Nipsey, he was wrong in a way, because what he did, it was very extra. Like you went inside somebody else's car, got their phone, then you slammed the phone down on the hood of the car. Like I feel like that was really extra. He didn't have to do all that, but at the end of the day, they was in the wrong too, because they was all up in his face and stuff like that, taking pictures. Like celebrities are still people. They still want to live their lives. Like they out shopping, having fun. Like they don't want y'all all up in their face and stuff like that. So like they were both wrong, but like they said, he lived by a code. Sorry. He lives by a code. So he was following that code at the end of the day. Don't get all up in his face. Because if he really was in a bad mood that day, it could have went a totally different way. Like, and this man could have been in jail. Like, it could have went a totally different way if he really was in that bad of a mood. Because, like he said, the way he used to live, he would have about hit the man inside his jaw and stuff like that. Like, it could have went a really bad way. So
I just want to start by saying I'm very impressed with you guys' responses and insight. It makes me really excited to see that you guys analyzed both videos in the ways that you did. I called Grant right before, like a couple hours ago, and I'm like, Grant, I know I didn't see this video before, but are you sure? Like, this is what, you feel me? Like, but like, nah, it was interpreted exactly how we expected it to be, with mature mindsets, and you guys, you know what I'm saying, analyze it accordingly.
And the last question to kind of finish this whole thing off is I want to ask y'all, what problems do y'all think come up when we try to relate to people as members of a group rather than like a unique individual? Meaning they tried to refer to Nipsey and keep Nipsey in this box of being famous, right? What problems come from that when you try to just limit somebody to being one thing and not themselves and not a unique individual? I want to hear y'all response to that. And I'll actually drop that question in the chat, because I know that was super loaded.
The way I kind of see it is then you start to go into stereotypes. So instead of looking at what one person might have been through or what one person is capable of. You get to see them as a group of people kind of shunning away their personalities and their individualities or things that they've been through by themselves that maybe other people's a part of that same group have been through, or maybe just something along the lines of like their individuality just being pushed away completely because now you're stereotyping them instead of seeing them as the person that they are.